sometimes things happen that are quite monumental. In my life, I can remember things quite vividly where I was when it happened. Like, for instance, when Elvis Presley died, I was 11 years old and I was on holiday at Laysdown, and I remember it distinctly coming on the news, the king is dead, thinking, we ain't got a king, we've got a queen. And I can remember when Princess Diana had her accident and was killed. It was my daughter's birthday, and I'd had my parents round, so I remember it quite vividly. Big things, monumental things. So add to that things like John Lennon dying and stuff, and now we get to add Moussa Sissoko scored a goal. Not only did he score a goal, he scored a wonder goal. And I'll tell you, I was there. I was one of the 60,000 people sat there in the stadium when that ball went in. A moment I will never forget. In all seriousness though, I did think to myself, as the ball broke forward, is he going to pass it to Sissoko? And then when it went wide and it went to Sonny, I thought to myself, that's because he don't trust Sissoko. Sonny did. He put that ball in and the Moose rose like a phoenix in the flames and put his foot to it, and the rest, they say, is history. Now, if the game had finished like that, we'd have loved it, wouldn't we? Eh? We'd have loved it. Sadly, that wasn't to be. But Jose Mourinho, he keeps up his winning streak, and that's what we want. We get the 3 points. But unfortunately, we let in 2 goals. So, looks like we've got to score 3 if we want to win a game these days. Something he's going to work on though, for sure. We know that, right? But anyway, so in terms of a review of the game, I felt that we started off slowly, a little bit poor. It wasn't really going for us. But Toby Alderweireld, he pumped that ball forward, that long cutting ball that he does, that Pochettino didn't like, to be fair. He put that ball forward like a daisy cutter. One touch from Son, one touch from Dele, 1-0. Was it in any doubt? Straight after that, or not so long after that, Toby does pretty much the same thing, and Dele does it again. So how well is Dele playing? Unbelievable. Now this can't all be to do with Mourinho having a little word in his ear saying, are you Dele's brother or are you Dele? Come on. You know, give the man credit, okay. You know, he's made a nice little soundbite there, and I'm sure he's getting a bit of a bump out of Dele. But we all knew that Dele had this quality, right? We've all believed in him. Maybe he just didn't believe in himself. Maybe he was just a bit worried about his injury. Maybe he was just coming back from his injury, and this was always going to happen even under Pochettino. But either way, the boy deserves the adulation that he's getting, because he is playing very, very well, and could have been man of the match for all 3 matches that he's played in. So really great to see, and really nice to see him coming back into it. So there we are. There's the tale of the game, really. Apart from the fact that really disappointed with the free kick. Didn't really think it was a free kick, and the most disappointing thing about it is he put it straight over the wall, straight into the top bins. And yeah, you can say the keeper, you know, the keeper should have been in a better position or whatever, but he set his wall up there, right? He's got his wall there to protect that side of the goal. He's watching this side of the goal, right? So that he can't put it in this side and the wall's protecting that side. But if you watch the replay, there's only one player jumping, Nobody else did. Nobody else flinched, moved, nothing. And even the guy jumping made a half an effort. So for me, that's just sloppiness. It's just sloppy laziness, and I'm disappointed with that. I think it's poor. Don't get me wrong. I'm really happy with the 3 points, but that's a sloppy goal to give away. When your Wall could have done much better than that. Add to that the second goal, which I find even more disappointing, because actually that comes back to Mr. Aurier again. And I know it feels like I'm on his back calling out individual players and that, and I don't normally like to do that, calling out individual players, but I do find the guy so frustrating, because he's been playing quite well under Mourinho. He's scored a great goal, he's done a great assist, and he was having a decent game. But you cannot afford to switch off like that right at the end of a game. You can't. It's pointless. So he gets tackled too easily, and then stops and lets the guy run past him, and has the audacity to hold his head in his hands when it gets put in the net. You've got to do better than that. You've got to do better than that, mate. You can't just leave it like that. It's not on. That's not the answer. You've got to be stronger. And if Jose's not having a word with him about that, I'd be very, very surprised. Very, very surprised. So ultimately, it could have been a lot worse, couldn't it? Really, to be fair. We did the punt upfield to put it into the corner to try to close down time and buy us that win. And I'm pretty sure the players were saying to the ref, "How much longer, ref? Are we just, And I think they was giving a bum still, because they played it upfield, they closed it down to try to stop them being able to break quickly. But in effect, they did break quickly. Gave us a load of work to do. And if you want to call out Moussa Sissoko's goal as a great goal and a match-winning strike, you've also got to call out Jan Vertonghen's tackle in the box. What a tackle. What a tackle. If he didn't do that, that's for real. And I've got to say, to be fair, I'm not sure anybody else would have made that tackle. Certainly not Danny Rose. Certainly not Simon Davis. Simon Davis? Ben Davis. So, to be fair, Moussa Sissoko scores the wonder goal, but Jan Vertonghen saves with a wonder tackle. Very, very lucky in the end. I think the scoreline flatters them, to be fair. But for me, 3-2 win, I'll take it all day. Puts us 5th, above the scum. Wet Spam do us a favour against the Chavs. Life's good. Look forward to tomorrow. Let's see how Jose gets on against his former club. Let's see if we can build upon this last run that we're getting. Stop them goals though. Got to stop them goals going in. Up the Spurs.